Hey guys, so I've got you in my front seat of my car. I'm gonna put more effort into these videos. Uh, yeah, going along with I'm self-employed right now. So little update. I pimped out a nice little Shopify store. I'm not a guru or anything. I'm not selling you on some fucking bullshit here. But I will say this. So I started this store about 2 months ago. I would have, right? Now I believe this plays into the conspiracy. I would have averaged over 22 sales, 20 to 22 at most, 23 sales. One of them or two of them was spam, I think. And so I would have had like 20, 21 sales in the last 2 months, right? Last 2.5 months, which is like, for me, that's a lot of money because these are high ticket items. I'm fully business insured. These gang stalkers have extorted my family thousands of dollars. They've extorted me thousands of dollars, extorted my time, extorted me thousands of dollars. Like I just said, they've been doing this for years upon years and years. There's been no recourse to it. There's been no consequences almost at all, even if I file police reports for people that I know have committed crimes against me. They harassed me at this laundry company for more than one location, more than one debit card, more than one, different purchase, because the targeted individual, this one's going to be called gangstalking tactics continued, right? And I'm just minimizing my videos from now on. I'm not going to go on for like an hour long. Some of them I might, and I'm going to go randomly live. It's weird. So some guys talk about having problems uploading videos. Well, I've had problems with that, but I've had more problems with going live on videos. I haven't had any problems with live or short videos. Obviously, short snippet videos. I haven't had any issues with those. And again, I'm not trying to get, you're not going to get famous. That's not the goal of this. Not to get clout, not to be popular. Guys behind my car right now, man. There's a lot of Mexicans over at this hotel. Again, they work here, but they're also, I feel like some of them are doing more than one thing, And so, like I said, they're keeping close tabs on targeted individuals. And the reasons why, I'm going to go to the reasoning behind targeting. The reasons why some of you people were targeted, just had another BMW drive aggressively out in front of me, out of the hotel. Again, I'm not going to say where I'm at, not going to uncover stuff like that, but to protect my anonymity, and that's why I don't get my face and all that stuff in my videos. My first name's Mike. Last name is Herbert. That's all you guys need to know. There's a bunch of Michael Herberts out there, but look, I'm a random guy with obviously a German last name, and I'm American though. I'm not like some sort of terrorist, or I'm not part of a militia like these like LGBT. Some of these groups are nothing more than militias, or however you want to word that. This is my own opinion. I really do believe that all the groups, all the cults out there are really part of the collective of one cult. Whether it be Scientology, whether it be Freemasons, whether it be, the Illuminati. The Illuminati, in my mind, is a collective. It's just a collective of people that believe they're enlightened. But my belief is this: if you're an Illuminati member, you're a Matrix member, which means you're plugged into the Matrix, which means you're allowed to do a lot of dirty things to a lot of innocent people. Because I've seen it and I've dealt with it firsthand. Most of the people that are claiming to be illumined or illuminated or enlightened, aka enlightened, their doctrine is false. So they believe in Luciferianism as being the light bearer. That's if you depict and decipher and decode what Lucifer actually means, that's what it means. The light bearer. And some people will argue that Lucifer is separate than Satan. It's all evil, though. I'm not saying I'm an expert. I am saying this. I have been battling that virus in my mind, herpes, HSV-2, HSV-1 with Herpecil. If they manage, these perps manage, and again, this is from gangstalking. This is directly tied to the illegal gang stalking program. Got an Army guy out in front of me right now. Had, like I said, a lot of the people who gang stalk me are former military contractors, whether they're police officers and now they're military, now they're police, vice versa. A lot of your Freemasons, I know this for a fact. I'm not talking out of my ass. Anything I say on here is fact, and it's strong speculation mixed in with facts. So if you're getting anything from me, you're getting as close to the truth as you can get, and you're getting it from a guy who's a level 10 target. However you want to word that or look at that, I'm the highest level of MK Ultra targeting that you can be on. I'm on the highest spectrum of gaslighting, the highest spectrum of workplace harassment. You know, the break-ins, from the covert druggings to the synergistic reactions in your food. I haven't dealt with so much of that lately, but I have had days where I'm coincidentally, mysteriously very tired, very lethargic, drowsy, just random, prolonged drowsiness. You know, employers playing the game, telling me they're going to get back to me. They never do. All the nonsense that goes in. I'm parked at a trucker gas station right now. I don't want to make this video because I was getting stalked. I had a guy walking around my car right as I started doing this video, and that's why it's so dangerous, because you don't know who these people are, you don't know where it's coming from. But I do know this: it is spiritual, it is pure evil, and people don't have to be involved with the government to be involved with your stalking. And they don't have to necessarily be a government informant to be a spiritual stalker, because we're being spiritually gang stalked, and it manifests in the three-dimensional world. It manifests in this little video game called life, and that's the type of shit that I've been dealing with for the past 30 years. And I've been talking on it the past 15 years. And the more I talk about it, and I have been oppressed, but I've rejected pharmaceutical, psychological drugs, aka psych meds. I've rejected all of them. I then went on to the movement of, just normal, all-natural detoxification, reading books on holistic behavior, holistic substances and stuff. Stumbled across Herpesil, cleared herpes out of my body, got it again because I had it from the chick that had it before. And your body will recognize it even faster. Again, the chick that was sent to me, I know she's a perp, and I believe she was a perp since day one, actually. And that, nothing is an accident in life. Like, I look at it like things may accidentally happen. There might be coincidences. But when you get it happening, and you're on the higher form of targeting, and you're blacklisted in the spirit realm, you're blacklisted in the community, you're blacklisted by people. People say, I don't know about that guy, he seems mysterious. Let's keep an eye on him. He's been arrested a few times. So then, to the narcissists, you know what I mean? To them, the ends justify the means. And that means that why should we listen to you? We'll listen, because that's why narcissists are so good in this program at using their tactic of deception and manipulation by lying to you, lying to other people, gaslighting you, gaslighting other people who become kind of sub-targets or kind of like, here's the ultimatum here. You either do as we say, or your ass is grass. And your kid's ass or grass. Like, you want to keep your life the way it is? They do. I think they threaten people too. And that's where the coercion gets involved, and that's where people get bribed, people get paid off, people just conveniently get lied to for no money at all. Just a quick, fast rumor that doesn't really need much traction to set fire, to ignite, to trigger. They don't have to pay those people. And then other people just play into it. They'll look at your car, they'll look at the status of your life, they'll say, wow, this guy just isn't figuring it out. Look at his car, it's old. Look at his clothing, it's okay. Look at everything else, he's just mediocre. It's not true. I've been in business for myself before. This is the first real live business that's going to be bigger, way bigger money if I get it off the ground. Like I said, I had a problem with the add to cart button, so I would have had 20 sales. I would have equaled thousands of dollars for me in profit, right? The only source of income that I have, and I need to find some sort of business funding this week that's not reliant upon credit or my credit report or anything to do with like a hard inquiry that would drop my credit score even further without applying for a new opportunity based off of what I make and fitting all the specified required criteria to get approved for a program. I'm not in that situation. I'm in a situation where I need funding. And I'm going to drop a comment I'm going to drop a link in the comment section on this video or the next if I'm eligible. And it's to the point where this is do or die for me. Everything's on the line. I've had everything taken. It's the live wire, the hot wire, however you want to call it, the hot seat. Everything I've had and almost worked for has been destroyed, taken, manipulated through coercion tactics, through breaking and entering, through false allegations, false arrests, false narratives. Again, which a false narrative that you're willing to sustain and maintain that's detrimental to a person's success, that is conspiracy and espionage. That is what that is. There's no beating around the bush on this channel here. I'm not going to sugarcoat everything, and I may occasionally throw out a cuss word. I don't like to cuss anymore. I like to keep my tongue as pure and clean as possible, but sometimes it'll slip because I'm fed up with these people. I'm fed up with how they treat people. I'm fed up with how they think they're just going to get away with this. Their ass right now, guys, is grass because this stuff, again, I'm not asking for anyone's personal information, but this stuff is in Washington, D.C. And there was a judge out of Boone County, I won't say his name, I don't know his name, who committed a felony contempt of court, but because he's a judge, he's above the law, right? Which is not true. They just believe because they're part of the subdivision, the subcult of the sort of pyramid or the appendages of the entire cult as a whole. I believe when one cult member is contacted by a knight or a chivalric, which is not chivalry at all. Think about it. Chivalry, if you're in a knightly order and you're a part of a Knights Templar or a Knights of Columbus, that would involve that you have utmost respect for not only yourself, everybody else there, but everybody as a whole in general. So how is that exercising any chivalry? It's not. Think about it. Read their oaths, read their degrees. It's all available for public knowledge. I don't have or possess any top secret information on here that's a threat to national security. I never worked really for the government. When you look at it, though, I was a contractor for the state. That's about as close as you're going to get. Oh, I was a notary agent. Big deal, man. I was a loan signing agent, notary agent for the state. I didn't work for the federal government. I was a contractor. And then I started to get targeted while I was doing that because they're trying to target me out of the, I guess I don't come from the right last name, do I? But they're trying to target me out of apparently not. They're trying to target me out of the opportunity to be successful and profitable and retire in my 30s. I was going to plan on retiring in my mid to late 30s. Now I'm going to have to work. They want everybody to work. Here's what I know. They want everybody to work until they're dead. From the time you're born until the time you're dead, they want everybody's mind to be enslaved by fluoride, pharmaceutical drugs, pharmaceuticals that other people take that are in the water supply combined with fluoride that they can't filter out, all of it, because they usually recycle the water supply that's used. It goes somewhere, it goes down a drain, and they usually will recycle it or try to reuse some of the water. It goes to municipal water supply. And this stuff was brought over from World War II era because it was so effective on the Jews. And not just Jewish people, it's effective against any human being. And I feel bad that the Jewish people had to go through that. But they use it, anything in gang stalking, including an STD, herpes, which does what? Affects your brain. Once you get herpes, it gets in your brain. You can die from that. Most people won't, but it's counterintelligence. Anything that can be used to dumb someone down, which involves fluoride, which what? Causes what? A society of basic mobs. A society of people that are progressively getting more and more stupid. Their IQs are dropping. Their fertility is dropping. And why have we let these people do this to us? My thing is that if we're exposing gang stalking, the only way it's getting out is because YouTube right now and social media. If I'm using social media, here's what it's for. I'm either talking about gang stalking or I'm trying to market my business. And I'm not going to be using it for the same thing. I'll create another channel for something else. I'm not creating another YouTube channel because I don't like social media anymore unless it's making me money, primarily, or I'm exposing the gang stalking regime, the cult, subcult divisions of secret societies, and what I believe all the secret societies do. And combined, that's what equates to being the Illuminati. That's what I believe. I don't believe the Illuminati is just one group in particular. It might be still. But like I said, there's a hierarchy of groups, and all the tactics are pretty much the same, whether you're dealing with a Scientologist or you're dealing with a Freemason or you're dealing with a Bilderberg or you're dealing with a Templar or you're dealing with the Knights of Malta. Once one is told, the other one will have to join hands and join forces, however you want to say that. They have to join in on the harassment and agree with someone that might be higher up or lower than them. I mean, if they're higher up, they're going to trump the guy that is part of a lower knightly order, right? They're going to trump that guy. Also, if they're involved with the occult, I've heard rumors that those people have more jurisdiction than some of the politicians out here. And a lot of the politicians are probably involved with the occult, witchcraft, Satanism, Freemasonry, aka, modern day New Age, the Vortex to Hell. That'd be a good name. Good name for a book title. Let's see, another name for a book title. Evil in High Places. The Devil Wears a Suit. The Devil in a Suit and Tie. Because I believe all these major corporations are ran by Satanists. That's really, if I'm being harassed as such a small business owner, and have been, and not only that, kept out of work, systematically intimidated and ran off and harassed off every job, and my best friend, every job, harassed, bro. I can't make this shit up. There's no reason to make this shit up. And, I'm a loyal, humble, confident, non-arrogant person. I have nothing to hide. You ask me any question, I'll give you a straight answer. 10 out of 10 times. Just not one time I'm not snappy, I'm not hostile, I'm not volatile. I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to identify my friend. Out of respect, I got his permission to at least say that I have a friend pertaining to this. He's escalated this, guys. The good news, we're in Washington, D.C. with this now. And I'm going to be following suit right behind him. So, best believe that these people doing this, they're counting their days. Their time here is short to destroy Americans. That's why I believe the New World Order is not fully in effect right now. There's too many people pushing back. There's too many people that say we won't have LGBT in our schools. Why won't you teach cursive? Why won't you teach the kids how to write cursive? Why won't you keep the national anthem in the classroom? Another rumor I heard, it may or not be true, correct me if I'm wrong, but they don't even want to show kids clocks with hands anymore. They show clocks with digital numbers only to limit their exposure on how to read time in different formats, different appearances of time, reading time. Same thing with cursive. How's someone going to sign a contract? Well, you got more incompetent youth then. You see, it's a slowly massive global integration of counterintelligence, and that involves any counterintelligence is simple. Anything that makes a human being dumber, that's what that is. Anything that lowers your IQ and makes you intentionally more stupid, including trauma. No offense, it's dumbed me down too. It's crossed the wires in my brain, created new neural pathways and networks in my brain, to where I'm looking at this from a bird's eye view. I'm also looking at it from a traumatized point of view. And hey, anyone that's out here talking about targeting, I agree with you. I pray for you, your family, your finances, that we be set free, that they stop messing. They mess with your clothing too. That's another tactic. And the people involved, the reasons behind why you might be targeted. It's spiritual, all in all. It's evil, and we're good. The people are targeting are really A1 people, man. Good people. They're usually hardworking, dedicated. They'll persevere. They're strategic. You know, I'm a strategic type of person that likes to work. I'm dedicated, hardworking, and I want to persevere through anything and overcome it. That's why I am dedicated to writing ebooks to this from now on. I needed another source of income. I also want to enlighten people on this. I want to enlighten people not on just the topic of harassment, organized crime. It's organized crime. All in all, this is a conspiratorial effort to perform espionage on people, to take away their performance. And you notice they're always on the take. Let's take his money. If they can't get your money, what do they want? Your time. If they can't get your time, what else do they want? Your money. What does that do? That wastes your energy. That guy from the CIA, I don't remember his name, he talked about you need 3 things to function and survive in life: time, money, and energy. If you don't have all those 3 things, you only have 1 or 2. Then you can get, if you have time and energy, you can get money. Yeah, then you can have all 3. If you don't have time, you need time. Time is a mandatory thing. Like I'm speaking for myself. Like I'm saying this out loud so that I remember it at this point. Because this is documentation. This is not only documentation, it's a note to self, reference point of truth. There's another perp just parked over here. I don't care, dude. I do not care that you're a perp. That you perps think you're going to get some sort of leeway on me, man. Get some sort of leverage on me. I mean, they already think that they have leverage on me right now. I got to pay like $400 something in a few days. Then I got to pay, $25 on the 1st, and on the 30th, and on the 3rd, I got to pay my business insurance. So, I mean, if I would have had those 20-something sales plus sales, minimum of 20 sales, like, dude, that would have been thousands of dollars. In comparison to my overhead expenses are hundreds of dollars. It's thousands of dollars accumulated over a month, spaced out. Biggest expense I got right now is advertisement, ad spend. That's my biggest. That's always for this type of business model. And most business models, it's going to be advertisement. It's going to be organic and inorganic traffic to my site. And it's just, dude, they're stacking up a lot of shit on my plate. And they don't care. The people doing this do not care that I can't get hired anywhere. Well, they know that I might get hired if